Hi entrepreneurs, it's the end of March, which means it's the end of the first quarter. What I thought I'd do is what's known as a retro. I'm sure you've all got your promotion plans, and as we know, the promotion plans are split into quarters. So how do you know that you're on track and where you're at? Now, I posted a video previously about my process for sort of managing my to-do list and stuff that, you know, all of the ideas that I have and how I sort of prioritize stuff, and then how I progress stuff through into I guess being worked on and then to what's known as done. And on a weekly basis, when I set up my sort of 5 tasks for the week or whatever it is that I decide I can get done in that week, and then on a weekly basis I just have a very short ceremony called a check-in or called a retro, where I literally go through what I've done for the week and whether it was what I planned to do for the week. And then if I achieved more, that's great. And if I didn't achieve what I set out to do, then why? What was the cause? And what can I change? So at your retro, what you do is you ask yourself 3 questions. What worked, what didn't work, and what can be improved? Okay, so you do that on a weekly basis, and that's how you keep your backlog of items and your to-do list. That's how you keep it progressing through, and how you manage to keep your promotion plan progressing. So that's what you do on a weekly basis. Now, what I'm going to do is, and you can also do it, like I say, on a quarterly basis, and that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to do my quarterly check-in on my book promotion plan and whatever else I've got going on, and see where I'm at. So I'll just set it up, and then I'll talk you through that, and we'll go through where I'm at. Okay, so this is how you set up your retro. First of all, so there's the promotion plans, and I'm actually going to do the retro on my book promotion plan. I will do a retro on my sort of coaching one as well, which is the top one. And as you can see with the book promotion plan, in theory things are going quite well. But let's take a deeper dive and look into it. So the first thing you need to do is set up your what's working column. So I've given that one a happy face. Then you set up your what's not working column, and I've given that a sad face. And then I've set up my what can be improved column, and I've given that one a confused face. Okay, so then what we do is you take each of these columns in turn, and you literally just brainstorm what's working, what's not working, and what can be improved. So that's what I'm going to do now. Okay, so I've done the retro. It really shouldn't take too long, probably a maximum of 5 or even 10 minutes. It's not something that you want to overthink. You literally just brainstorm and jot ideas down. So let's start with what's going well. So I got my chapters unpacked and sent to the scriber 3 months ahead of schedule. I've got really, really clear on my 3 levels of programs, which is awesome. Now, at the weekend retreat I pre-sold 35 copies in my book in 24 hours, which confirms that there is a market and a need. So that's fantastic. And I actually got some quite good feedback from that. So a lot of people were like, yes, please send me a copy. Can you sign it and stuff like that. So I was really, really pleased with the feedback with that, because I was absolutely terrified and very fearful that it would just fall in a big heap. So that's been a really huge win for me personally, and given me the confidence, I suppose, to carry on. Now I have a simple to follow process for my next book, and trust me, there will be some next books. And I've got a really great contact for getting into the media. A lady by the name of Kate Engel. She's been in journalism for about 30 years. And she runs a retreat where basically you're locked in a room for 3 days with representatives from Channel 7, Channel 9, Channel 10, like The Age, the Herald Sun, you know, some of the top radio programs, and you literally pitch to each of them. So you work on your pitch, you pitch to them, and then you refine your pitch, and then you see who picks you up. So I can't wait for that. Hopefully I'm going to be doing that next May. So that's an absolutely amazing contact there. And then I got, during the 48-hour weekend retreat, one of the ladies who wrote her book last year, Sveti, she's a sleepologist. We just got chatting, which was awesome, and she was running a workshop in Melbourne, and she gave me a guest speaker spot just for 10 minutes to talk about how exercise and sleep, or exercise can help sleep. And from that was another chap who runs a networking group who who offered me a chance to speak, and I did that last week, and that led to another even more fantastic connection with a lady called Leela Michael, who brought Zumba out to Australia. So she's incredibly well connected in the fitness world. We caught up for breakfast, and she just seems to be dead keen to work with me, which is fantastic. And she's just, I think she must be a supporter, because she just had all sorts of people that she said, I must connect you with this person, or you must talk to so-and-so, and she's given me a list of about 4 or 5 people to talk to from there. So I'm really, really thrilled with the connections that I've made there. So yeah, this whole book thing seems to be fantastic for the connections. Yeah, let's hope it carries on, and I'm just going to work with what I've got there, really start to sort of see if I can get my work out there. So that's the happy space. So let's move on to the unhappy space. My transcriber is being incredibly slow. I'm absolutely getting very frustrated and very disappointed with this, because we were basically told at the weekend that if you got your transcription, if you got your audio files in as quickly as possible, the transcriber would start straight away on them. Well, I was the only one to get my audio files in on the weekend, and I still don't have my chapters back, and there's actually people who hadn't even finished fleshing out their chapters who have now got, not only fleshed them out, audioed them, sent them to the transcriber, but they've got them back and have sent them to the publishers. So I'm really, really getting very frigging pissed off with that, because I was under the impression it was a first in, best dressed, and I still don't have my work back, which is, so it's not been delivered as promised, and I'm getting frustrated because it's beyond my control, which means I'm in danger of missing my deadline, and the cost financially to me has been absolutely staggering right now. So that's why I'm a little bit pissed off at the moment with the process. It's causing me a great deal of anxiety and knock-on stress, which, if you saw my video yesterday, there's a whole load of factors there. So anyway, so that's not particularly good. And also, I've got to do my own PR and marketing, which is such an out-of-flow activity for me. It really is causing me a lot of stress and anxiety at the moment. I will have to probably outsource that, but like I say, because of costs at the moment, it's just not something that I can afford to do. So look, I'm starting to get a little bit frustrated with the whole process, to be quite honest, and you know, the slowness and the cost of it. So what can be improved? Well, my housemate, bless him, has a friend who is in the publishing industry. So I had a lovely chat to Tessa yesterday, and she's going to find out what my alternatives are, because she thought that when I told her what the costs was, she thought that was quite staggering, particularly as I had to do my own PR and marketing, really had to do my own editing on the transcriptions. So Tessa hopefully is going to come back with something that's really going to help me. So looking forward to that. What else can be improved? Well, the support from the team could be better to help me get my stuff prioritised. I have sort of contacted them again, so let's see what comes out of that. So that's my retro. Where does that put me in terms of the actual promotion? Well, you can see here, I'm still ahead of schedule. I had it in May that I was going to submit the audio transcriptions, so I've done that still well ahead of schedule. The weekend workshop I've already done. The pre-launch page is set up. Oh, I don't know why I've ticked that one, because it's not the launch page yet. I haven't got there. Submit for publishing I had in June. So look, I'm still well ahead of schedule. I guess in the next couple of months, as long as I can get these chapters back, then I'm still on track to submit for publishing in June. So overall, look, we're still on track, but like I say, I am just getting a little bit frustrated with the process at the moment. So anyway, so that's my retro for my book promotion. Those other promotions there, I've actually kind of parked them for the moment, because I really want to just focus on the book. This is what you also can do as well. When you do your quarterly retro, you can look at all of the other stuff that you've got on your wall, and you can actually decide whether it's worth pursuing, and whether you need to sort of pull it out and work on it, or you can do what's known as parking it. So for the moment, all of this other stuff is parked. I'm going to leave it on the wall so that it's there and remind me, and I've got it. I've just got it sort of fleshed out in raw, very high level. But at the moment, all of this stuff is parked, because I really just want to focus on my book promotion. And I've just gone through the actual promotion plan template again, just quickly, and instead of having it sitting in my computer, which it was doing, I've now got it out on my wall, so that I'm really, really I'm in touch with it every single day just to remind me to stay on track and stay in touch with it. So anyway, so there's the retro. I hope that's helpful, and I'll talk to you soon. Cheers. Bye.